After a childhood spent assisting her father, one of the world's most talented art thieves, Katerina tries to leave the family business behind when she forges her way into a New England boarding school. She quickly discovers, though, that her past is inescapable. Her father has been accused of stealing already stolen masterpieces from a dangerous Italian billionaire. Certain that her father is innocent, Kat resolves to find the missing paintings and return them to their unsavory owner, who has given her a 2-week deadline. High Society by Allie Carter.
Meet Sam, just your average guy rocking the fast food career. Enter Douglas, a powerful and violent necromancer. Douglas immediately recognizes Sam as a fellow necromancer, which is news to Sam, and he's none too happy to have a competitor in the crowded paranormal scene of Seattle. Now Sam has an undead friend on his hands and a hot werewolf girl for company. With just 1 week to find a way out of Douglas's clutches, can Sam figure out how to use his mysterious latent powers? Hold Me Closer, Necromancer by Lish McBride.
Who is Jenna Fox? 17-year-old Jenna has just been told her name. She's woken up from a year-long coma, and she still is recovering from the terrible accident that caused it. Her parents show her home movies of her life, her memories, but she has no recollection. Is she really the same little girl she sees on the screen? Little by little, Jenna begins to remember. Along with the memories come questions. Questions no one wants to answer for her. What really happened after the accident? The Adoration of Jenna Fox by Mary Pearson.
All in all, 16-year-old Andrew Lang has been dealt a pretty good hand in life. Sure, he has to spend his afternoons slaving in the hellhole that's his dad's dry cleaning business. But even that's not so bad with Jasmine, the seriously hot goth chick senior working right beside him. So what if she's got a boyfriend? Plus, Andrew's got an ace up his sleeve. He's good at poker. Very good. Unfortunately, all it takes is one bad beat at Shushy's illegal poker club to turn Andrew's bankroll from huge to non-existent. And Andrew's pretty sure that sooner or later his dad's gonna notice that $600 he borrowed from the register. Andrew thinks he might know how to get the money back, but it's a little bit crazy and a little bit dangerous. Big Slick by Eric Looper.
I bet when you were younger, you would think about what you might do someday, and you'd start by saying, when I grow up. Well, in my world, you better start with that sentence with, if I grow up. Because around here, growing up ain't easy. My name's Deshaun. Where I live, the Douglas disciples control pretty much everything, including the chance of who gets to grow up. The gangsters are close by, and because they're constantly battling the disciples, they also help to determine who lives and who dies. My mom was killed by a stray bullet, so I live with my grandma and sister. And when we hear shots fired outside, we stay away from the windows. My friend Terrell can't wait to join the disciples. He wants all the money and power that comes with being in the Brotherhood. And the girl I love, I have to hide, because if her gangster brother found out she was seeing a disciple, we know he'd kill me. It ain't easy growing up here, but me, I don't plan on joining the disciples. I'm doing okay in school, and there's a teacher that thinks I can get an education that just might get me out of here. So how am I going to make it out alive? Well, if I grow up. If I Grow Up by Todd Strasser.
The first thing you find out when your dog learns to talk is that dogs don't got nothing much to say about anything.
I need to poo!
Shut up, Manchi.
Poo, 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 I need to poo, Todd!
I said shut it! Todd Hewitt is the last boy at Prenticetown. But Prenticetown isn't like other towns. Everyone can hear everyone else's thoughts in an overwhelming, never-ending stream of noise. There's no quiet, no privacy, no room for secrets. Or is there? Just a month away from the birthday that will make Todd a man. Todd and his dog Manchi, whose thoughts Todd can hear too, whether he wants to or not, stumble on an area of silence, which is impossible. Prenticetown has been hiding something from him, a
secret so awful that Todd and Manchi are suddenly running for their lives. But how can you flee when your pursuers can hear your every thought? The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness.
Yeah, I'm the cool guy, the big shot, the one girls geek out to. That's right, that's me. Happy face. Cute girls dig him. He has his own fan club. But he wasn't always this awesome. He used to be Mr. Comic Book, a resident of Lonely Land. So when he switched schools, he slapped on a grin and went from big nerd to big shot. Has he achieved permanent coolness, or will his inner dork return? Meet Happy Face. This is his journal. Happy Face by Stephen Emond. Jeffrey Canada was a small, vulnerable, scared boy growing up in the South Bronx. Canada's world was one where sidewalk boys learned the codes of the block and were ranked to the rituals of fist, stick, and knife. Then the streets changed and the stakes got even higher. In this candid and riveting memoir, Canada relives his childhood in which violence staked every street corner. If you wonder how a 14-year-old can shoot another child his own age in the head and go home to dinner, Canada writes, you need to know you don't get there in a day, a week, or a month. It takes years of preparation to be willing to commit murder, to be willing to kill or die for a corner, a color, or a leather jacket. Fist, Stick, Knife, Gun, A Personal History of Violence by Jeffrey Canada, the graphic novel.
Is it okay to hate a dead kid? Even if I loved him once? Even if he was my best friend? Is it okay to hate him for being dead? Vera spent her whole life secretly in love with her best friend, Charlie Kahn. And over the years, she's kept a lot of his secrets. Even after he betrayed her, even after he ruined everything. Please ignore Vera Dietz by A.S. King.
Ames Ford has a perfect life. That is, she had a perfect life until her father's fired and her mother is drinking and everyone's yelling and her sister can't stand it. Then she meets the one who awakens the darkness. Mark, mysterious, experienced, rebellious. But he loves her more than anything. He won't let anybody stand in her way, especially her parents. When was the last time did anyone do anything for her? Then he gives her a choice, him or them. How far will Ames willing to go for loyalty, for revenge, for security, for love? Dark Song, Gail Gills.
Hidden Evidence takes you to the scenes of 40 infamous crimes and into the heart of the intriguing investigations that followed. You'll be given a front row seat at some of the most controversial trials of the last 100 years, right up to the televised hearings that transfixed the world, the trial of O.J. Simpson.
The police most likely wouldn't agree, but the hotter it gets in North Philadelphia, the better. Philly heat makes people come out of their houses quick as roaches running off a hot stove. The front steps fill up, then so do the pavements and corners. The streets get busy with cars flying by, blasting music so loud it shakes the windows and old people's bones too, I bet. Summertime is crazy time around here, my stepfather likes to say. People lose their minds. I guess he knows how Philly heat can be, hot like cooked grits, sliding down your back. You Don't Even Know Me, Stories and Poems About Boys by Sharon G. Flake.
Chocolate!
Vanilla! This is not an ordinary comic. Ice cream? Yeah? Vanilla. Here you go. Hi, Dad, I'm home. How was your day, son? I got a vanilla ice cream cone. The end.
Oh no! Alright, chocolate it is. Follow the chocolate up there. Go there, put my finger there. How many possibilities are in this book?
3,856.
I'm going to read it all night long. Here you go. Nope. Okay. Well, you can play with the squid or the time machine. Squid, time machine. No, I've killed everybody. Meanwhile, by Jason Shiga.